What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Timothy the Desert Storm Bradley. Timothy Bradley stated, and a lot of people, this has been an ongoing debate since the loss of Anthony Joshua, as we all know, that he was stopped, or the fight was stopped in the 7th round due to a TKO by the referee. Now, a lot of these channels are saying, hey, he quit. You know, a lot of people thought he quit. A lot of people saying that he didn't quit, you know. And this is what Timothy Bradley had to say about Anthony Joshua quitting.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that. He didn't quit, man. He didn't quit. Did he respond? He responded in his way, the calm way, like Joshua. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good.
Said his body language showed like he...
Body language, whatever, I get it. Yeah. I get it, because if you got a referee in front of you, you want to continue,
Yeah.
Hey, I'm ready to go. Let's go. You know, a fighter that really wants to continue, he'll do that. But he did respond. But if you look at his eyes, what was he looking at?
All over the place. His corner.
Got tripped. He looked to his corner.
Yeah.
He looked to his corner again. Then where did he look at next?
Ref, right?
Go. He looked at the ref. But what was he looking at?
He didn't look... I don't know. You tell us.
The mouthpiece.
The mouthpiece. He looked at the mouthpiece.
He was looking at the mouthpiece like, bro, you gonna put the mouthpiece back in my mouth?
Yeah.
That's what he was looking at. Go back and watch the fight. He was looking at the mouthpiece. And he's like, man, like, yeah, I'm good. And he's looking at the mouthpiece like this. And he's like, yo, you gonna put it back in my mouth? What's gonna go on? And then the ref was like, all right, that's it. He's looking at the mouthpiece.
Yeah.
All right, now, let's go a different direction right now.
Yeah.
So, Timothy Bradley was explaining what was going on in the corner after Joshua got up, spit that mouthpiece out, and everyone knows my take on it. I think Anthony Joshua was gassed, and I think he was gassed from the 3rd round. I think that he was hurt in the 3rd round, but he was also gassed. So you had a wounded guy versus a guy that was suffering from fatigue, from exhaustion, okay? And what does a fighter normally do when he wants to buy himself some time? He spits the mouthpiece out. That's a veteran move he did, okay? You spit out the mouthpiece because you know eventually somewhere in that sequence, that ref is going to see that mouthpiece and he's going to stop the fight to put the mouthpiece in. They got to go to the corner, wash it off, put it back in his mouth. That's still, what, 3 to 5 seconds, maybe 7 at the most, right? So he spit out that mouthpiece because he wanted more time, right? So when he looked at the mouthpiece for him to put it back in his mouth, the referee made the decision to stop the fight. And it's up to the referee, right? So you can't really blame Joshua for quitting if he was looking for the referee, because that's one of the jobs, you know, the characteristics and the job qualifications and the things that the referee does. He grabs him because he's supposed to grab him, and he thought he was going to grab him, check his gloves, wipe his gloves off, put his mouthpiece back in, right? Put his mouth back in, check the gloves, right? So he didn't do any of that. He decided, you know what? Your ass has been down enough, and I'm stopping this fight. You know what I mean? It could have been a 3 knockdown rule, but that clearly wasn't the case, right? Well, no, it was only 2 knockdowns in the 7th round. So, but the ref made a decision. So a lot of people keep saying, "Oh man, he quit." Well, if he's looking at the mouthpiece, waiting for the referee to put it back in his mouth, he's already responded, 3-4 seconds earlier than that. Yeah, I'm good. He put his guards up, and the ref was like, okay, you good. He had the mouthpiece in his mouth. He put it back. I had to go back and watch it myself because I was like, I don't know about that. Let me check it again. So I just finished watching the 7th round when they stopped it. And he did exactly what Timothy Bradley said. He looked over at his trainer in his corner, you know, and then he looked at his corner again. Then he looked at the mouthpiece. So he looked at that mouthpiece because he knew he had it. He couldn't put it back in. He has fucking gloves on, right? Again, that's one of the jobs of the referee. Now, the referee stopped it, but you can't say he quit And people are trying to put him in the same category as Amir Khan. No, that's two totally, and I did a video on that. We don't even have to go through that again. But, like Timothy Bradley, listen to what he has to say about this particular example.
I'm done, and I'm out. I'm past my time. You remember when Ortiz fought against Wilder?
Oh, yeah.
You remember that round when Wilder got knocked down?
Yeah.
He got up. But at the beginning of that round, what did the referee do?
They checked on him to see if he had a concussion.
Come here. Hey, Deontay Wilder, come here. Let's go to the ref. Let's go over here. Let's go over to the doctors.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that before?
Never.
Why didn't they do that? Why didn't that happen for... It was in New York. Why didn't that happen?
The strictest commission.
Why didn't that happen for Joshua?
Well, he did get a longer time count between the third and the fourth knockdown.
Time.
Yeah.
After the breakdown.
There was no time. Yeah, that's right.
After the West Name. Hey, come over here. Let's do the West Name.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Anyways.
Save your voice for tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta go. Anyways, whatever.
Wow. Listen. Do you see the comparison of he then added Deontay Wilder's example of how in the 8th round, after the 7th round he survived, first of all, let me counterpunch Timothy Bradley. He didn't get knocked down. Deontay Wilder never went down. And then whoever the hell, I think, whoever the guy was, he got back up. No, he had to get knocked down to get back up. He was never knocked down. The point Timothy Bradley was saying, though, made a lot of sense. When have you ever seen that? Right? When have you ever seen the referee bring a guy over to check to see if he's okay like they did with Wilder? And then you want me to believe this man is not protected. But then yet, this guy that comes over to this country, right, gets a fight waved off, and everyone claims that he quit. But then yet, you totally ignore the fact that if Deontay Wilder got that type of treatment, being a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, why couldn't a unified champion at that time get that same treatment? Hey, we got to check this guy out. Because, I mean, let's check his eyes. Because if the ref obviously knew, okay, this guy, something's wrong with this guy. But again, it's up to the referee. Right? But in the same breath, you can't ignore things that happen for other fighters that they could have included in this particular bout. That's what Timothy Bradley was saying. You know, you never heard that. The first time I seen that, I was infuriated. I was like, what the hell? What are they doing? You know what I mean? And that's after he had a whole fucking 60 seconds to recover because he was in the round. You know what I mean? That's crazy. You know, oh, let's bring him over and see and see if he's okay. You know? Look, there's favoritism if I haven't seen one, but I just wanted to share that with you guys to explain and first of all, give Timothy Bradley's perspective. Okay, him counterpunching this issue and this topic. And, you know, it is one of those things where if a guy lost, he lost. Joshua lost, people. It is what it is. But the way you lose is the debate. You know, it's how you go out. You'd want to go out on your shield. You know, I think it would have been better if Joshua would have got knocked out, you know, instead of stopped by the referee, where another referee in the same state, okay, can give another champion advantages and perks and protection that he doesn't need. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Timothy Bradley's comment, his interview. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.